this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. And after some struggles early on, it seems like they figured things out. Winners of 2 straight to get back to 500. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
This is 2nd and 8. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go now. Panther 6.
Here's Kelly. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had A rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And give to Etienne running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Kelly. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Channing Tindall. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's over the middle, taken in by Horton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run here with a rookie. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Kelly. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now Kelly. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. To throw, Kelly. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Garrett. In there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. And pressure gets to him again. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or two as he's tackled just shy of the 20. Working to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. Going right side here, and that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Parker is on target. And it's now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. So out now come the Cardinals. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
Here's Kelly to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Kelly. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves.
Now Kelly. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. Secretary lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look at that.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Red! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Kelly to throw.
Short one here. Caught by McBride.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boye Mafe.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He'll try to run this one in. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
Well, he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first half.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Cardinals on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, stop this. Gravity lying.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Cardinals
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
36 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Boye Mafe
In there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Throwing on second and long. Kelly under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Kelly
finding Tolbert here over the middle.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Seahawks just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it's stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well,
down the left sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the option, here's Etienne. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Seahawks.
Come on. Hey. Johnny lying.
Looking to throw. Kelly. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
From the gun, Kelly. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he slings one that's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Hoffman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a Cardinals.
A play fake, now Kelly. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a completion to Wilson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. He's to the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Kelly throwing to start the drive. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Kelly, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. And he's got some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Kenny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. To throw is Kelly. A final shot before break. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
There he goes again.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here's Kelly throwing to start the drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Bronco switch.
Out right, he finds Tolbert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Kelly. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Got it. Ready?
It's a gain of 11. And the Cardinals 1st down.
Ready.
In motion left is Wilson.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
1st down.
Here's Kelly. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremy Chinn getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Kelly under pressure. They got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Kelly only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was one defense on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now he's loose again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here we go.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here we go, sack.
To try again after the sack. Kelly under pressure, and they get to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Charger, 19.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Boye Mafe in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's taken in by Arroyo.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for the deep ball. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10.
Offside. Defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Elijah Arroyo from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt dead, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Let's go now.
Kelly. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he completes it to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle him almost on the spot, that means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Strike. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
10-yard loss on the play.
Pass. Buffalo 80.
In motion, the tight end. Now Kelly. He'll try and do this himself. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Seahawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Tucker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Looking to put a drive together. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Now Kellen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Channing Tindall.
The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down, 18 yards to go. To throw, Kelly.
They'll get that underneath ETN.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Ready? Gravity Lions.
Here's Kelly to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Boye Mafe.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Kelly. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrow. Down the sideline he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 59 yards.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He
got his man complete.
There he goes again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Viking 18.
Now Kelly. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
They run over center with Benson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
3rd and 20.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's over the middle, taken in by Horton.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
12 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Try! And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The Chan gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They'll try and run it here. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Kelly to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now he's loose again. He may go.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra.